Hi, welcome to the next segment in our broadcast. This one's called Destroying the Torah. Well, we keep, while keeping or vindicating Torah is the true meaning of the word fulfill. We did in the last section here, took a little study about what all that meant. But let's also look at the word destroy, destroying the Torah, as an equivalent of the English phrase to break the law, meaning that the broken law, is not made null and void by the criminal who went against it. For example, if you were caught speeding, does it mean you're no longer allowed to have to keep speed limits? No, it doesn't. You broke the law. You'll be punished by the law. You'll be convicted by the law. But you still, in the end, have to keep the speed limit. Now, there are people out there who, in the real world, think otherwise and will go out and break the law several times. Each time the law will get harsher on them. They'll have to do bigger fines and, other penalties. Maybe lose their license, maybe have their car seized. Let's look at Matthew chapter 27, verse 17. It says, "When therefore they are gathered together, Pilate said to them, 'Whom of you want me to loose? Yeshua, Barabbas, or Yeshua, who is called Mashiach?'" Here, technically, we have the Aramaic word for the word Yeshua does not mean destroy at all, but to loosen, to release, to unravel. Here, again, we look at John 19, verse 10. It says, Pilate therefore told him, Yeshua, let's talk about Yeshua here, "You shall not speak against me? Do you not know that I have the authority to let you loose?" The Aramaic word is dishe, "and I have the authority to crucify you." Again, we look at Acts chapter 26, verse 32, where he says, and Agrippa said to Festus, "This man might have been let loose." The word there is dishnesh tre. If he did not appeal to Caesar, is talking about Paul. Obviously, one of these verses contains the idea of destruction. However, in Aramaic thought, destruction is a kind of unmaking, literally creation in reverse. Another way to look at this is the idea would be to consider that we sometimes talk of divorce as dissolving of bonds of marriage. In the same way, Yahweh covenant can also be undone when his people disobey him. Once this unraveling is completed, though, it is fair to look that what has been unraveled as being effectively destroyed, even as we realize the other better meaning of our Western wines would be to release, to kind of like a pardon, or a what would you say, that released on bond. The foundations of the great deep were released, and the floodgates of the sky were opened. Shake yourself and dust rise up, O captive of Jerusalem. Loose yourself from the chains around your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Isaiah chapter 52, verse 2. There again is the Aramaic word for loose, or to unbind, to open. What makes this word particularly important when used in Hebrew grammar? Patah is a term which is given an open A sound via special vowel making. The Hebrew speaker is expected to open his mouth very wide and releases a sound. Ah. Pada. You know, it's not a quiet. Oh, it's an opening. It's a releasing. The Hebrew is here. Yeshua is also the Aramaic version of Epheta, as he commands the man to be released from his blindness. Either way, whether you're dealing with a sound or an infirmity, the word clearly designates that there's a strong sensation of deep release, of letting go. To let go of the law, it simply means that we have another verse here in Matthew 5 verse 17. It says, "Do not think that I have come to unravel the Torah of the prophets. I tell you, I have not come to unravel them, but to give proper interpretation of them." Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. So you can see here that the release isn't so much a binding up, or a destruction, or taking a giant razor, or a flamethrower and burning it apart. What it simply means is that we've been released. But what are we released from? Is it keeping the law? Or is it the penalty of the law? That's my question. Until next time, this is Daniel. Shalom.